Alright, once again, good morning sa ating mga viewers, listeners, and reviewee, okay, for the CLE board examination. Ganyan din sa ating mga learners, third year criminology students ang may subject nito, Criminal Law Book 1. Okay, ang topic natin ngayon ay alinsunod sa question and answer sa ating tinalakay with respect to mitigating circumstances. Alright, so let us start. Question number 1, sasagutan natin yan. Alright, for question number 1, what mitigating circumstance can be offset by aggravating circumstances? Letter A, ordinary. Letter B, special. Letter C, privilege. Or letter D, all of them. Yan, napakalakas ng hangin. Okay? So, dalawa lang naman ang klase ng mitigating circumstance na meron tayo. Isang ordinary at isang privilege. Okay? With respect to offsetting, ang hindi na offset ng aggravating circumstances ay itong tinatawag nating privilege. Okay? Privilege mitigating circumstances cannot be offset by aggravating circumstances. Question number 2. A 17-year-old boy committed parricide. What kind of mitigating circumstance will apply? Letter A, ordinary. Letter B, special. Letter C, privilege. Or letter D, all of them. The correct answer here is letter C, privilege. Okay, privilege because it is specifically given only to a minor offenders. Okay, it is provided for by law. Letter C is the correct answer. Number 3, question number 3. A was walking in front of the house of B. B at that time was with his brother C. C told B that sometimes in the past A boxed him, and because he was small, he did not fight back. B approached A and boxed him, but A cannot hit back at B because B is bigger, so A boxed C. Can A invoke sufficient provocation to mitigate criminal liability? Letter A, yes. Letter B, no. Okay, the correct answer here is letter B, no. Okay, so dito, sufficient provocation must come from the offended party. And so the answer here is letter B. The accused went to a barrio dance. In that gathering, there was a bully, and he slapped him several times in front of so many people. So he was humiliated and embarrassed. However, he cannot fight back the bully at the time because the latter was much bigger and heavier. Accused had no choice but to go home. When he saw the bully again after 22 hours, this time he was armed with a knife and he stabbed the bully to death. Is the crime mitigated? Letter A, yes. The accused was still acting under diminished self-control because he was thinking of the humiliation he suffered in the hands of the offended party. Letter B, no. The commission of the felony must be immediate to the threat or provocation in order that this circumstance be mitigating. The answer here is letter A. The accused was still acting under diminished self-control because he was thinking of the humiliations he suffered in the hands of the offended party. Ayan. So, it is not only a matter of time ang tinitingnan dito ng ating korte, kundi yung effect of the humiliation given to him by the offended party, even though it lapsed already several minutes or hours, is still considered as mitigating circumstance. Number 5. How many degree lower should be given to the accused as mitigating circumstance by reason of minority? Letter A, 1. Letter B, 2. Letter C, 3. Letter D, none. So the correct answer here is 1. Letter A. Okay. Number 6. The relationship between the accused and the woman he was living with was one of common law. He came home and surprised his common law wife having sexual intercourse with a friend. This infuriated him, so he killed the friend. Can he claim passion or obfuscation to mitigate his liability? Letter A, yes, whether or not they are married. Any man who discovers that infidelity was committed on the very bed provided by him to the woman would naturally be subjected to obfuscation. Letter B, no, because the relationship was a common law one. The correct answer here is letter A. Yan. Yes, he can still claim the mitigating circumstance of passion or obfuscation. It is not necessarily that the marriage is benefited with a marriage vow. Okay? Ang importante kasi dito, when the crime is committed, the person committing the crime is suffering this diminished self-control because of passion or obfuscation. Number 7, A male classmate is courting B, a female classmate. On the way out, some men whistled lustfully. The male classmate stabbed said men. Is the crime mitigated? Letter A, yes. Letter B, no. The answer here is yes. Mitigated yan. Okay? Mitigated. Okay? What is the reason? Because still the same with passion or obfuscation. Okay, papasok ito sa passion. Okay, sa sobrang pagmamahal mo sa isang tao, kaya sa kagustuhan mong protektahan yung kaibigan mo, mahal na mahal mo siya at may gumawa sa kanya ng hindi maganda at nakagawa ka ng hindi rin maganda sa taong gumawa nito, ay by reason of passion or obfuscation, this is considered as mitigating. Okay, the answer is letter A, yes. Number 8, if after committing the crime, the offender did not flee and instead waited for the law enforcers to arrive and he surrendered the weapon he used in killing the victim, is the crime mitigated? Letter A, yes. Letter B, no. The answer here is letter B, no. Okay, you did not surrender yourself. Okay, kaya hindi ito pwedeng mitigating circumstance kasi ang mitigating circumstance dito, voluntary surrender. Ang sinurrender kasi dito is only the weapon, hindi yung kanyang sarili. Okay, the answer here is letter B, no. Number 9, the lifestyle of the accused is one of having so many vices. Okay, marami siyang bisyo. As a result of which, he became poor. His subsequent stealing because of his poverty can still be considered mitigated. Letter A, true. Letter B, false. The answer here is false. Hindi mo na magagamit yung mitigating circumstance dito by reason of poverty or under analogous circumstances as mentioned by Article 13. Okay, bakit? Kasi it is the person himself is at fault. Hindi niya pwedeng gamitin ngayon ang kanyang pagiging mahirap para maka-escape from full implementation of his criminal liability. Okay? So, ang batas kasi dito na aawa sa mga taong talagang dapat kaawaan. Pero sa sitwasyon na ito, maraming bisyo yung akusado. Hindi siya karapat-dapat na pagbigyan ng isang mitigating circumstances by reason of poverty. That is number 9. Number 10, where the reason for the surrender of the accused was to ensure his safety, his arrest by policeman pursuing him being inevitable, the surrender is considered as mitigating circumstance. Letter A, true. Letter B, false. The correct answer here is letter B, false. Bakit? Kasi hinuhuli na siya eh. He is already pursuing by the policeman. Ang voluntary surrender dapat bago ka hulihin, bago ka hanapin, bago pa mag-exert ng effort ang government, dapat you have to voluntarily submit yourself. Dito wala nang kawala eh. Alam niya mahuhuli rin siya anytime, kaya mas mainam para sa kanyang sariling safety o seguridad ay sumuko na lang. Tapos hihingi siya ng mitigating circumstance, that cannot be done. Okay? So, hindi ito yung sinasabing voluntary surrender. Dapat yung voluntary surrender is it is out of your volition to submit yourself before the government exerted effort to locate your whereabouts or to capture you. Okay? So, that's all for our question and answer sa topic nating mitigating circumstances. Let's proceed next meeting to our topic aggravating circumstances. Please subscribe our channel sa Lopez Vlog. Tignan nyo yung topic natin sa aggravating sa ating playlist para mabigyan na kayo ng advanced knowledge sa mga susunod nating topic. Okay? Have a nice day.